Is the Hermes Herbag 31 really worth all the hype in 2024? It's cute, but is it functional? After owning this bag for many years, I'm here to set the record straight. If you have been wondering if this bag is worth adding to your collection, I will give you all the details to make your decision. So stay tuned as I reveal the truth about the Herbag. Welcome to the Handbag Heaven, keeping up with the collection, episode 22, in my Herbag. Today we are diving into the world of high-end fashion with a review of the iconic Hermes Herbag. The Herbag has been around since the 80s, but in 2000 it was discontinued. Hermes relaunched the bag in 2009 and the rest is history. Now let's go a little bit deeper to find out if this bag is truly worth it. The Herbag 31, like a lot of the Hermes bags, are known for its craftsmanship, but the bag has more of a utilitarian aesthetic. This bag is a favorite among fashion enthusiasts and celebrities alike, thanks to its sophisticated design and casual style. It is often compared to the Kelly bag. I have even heard that it was the next Kelly bag, but I think that is a bit of a stretch. But I do agree the design is very similar. When it comes to design, it has a trapezoid shape. It has a leather top handle and strap, but unlike the Kelly and Birkin, the body of the bag is not leather. The vintage versions came with two bodies, whereas the zip version comes with one. The Herbag is like a Build-A-Bag. So when it comes to my Herbag here, I swapped out the original base that comes with it. Here's the navy base that comes with it, and here's the zipper back pocket. This is the size 31. Also, when it comes to the shape here, you know, sometimes I get a little tired of this shape and I want that more square boxier shape. So I switched it out, and plus I wanted the color contrast, but the dark chocolate brown and the navy blue color. So yeah, I decided to swap it out. But I just want to let you guys know, and I'm pretty sure you're probably already aware, that you can like flip it inside out and I could have that square boxy shape with this one. However, I would lose the zipper back pocket. The back pocket will end up being on the interior of the bag versus the exterior. When I do that with this actual base, it has the boxy shape, but it also have, you know, this turns into the back pocket, and then, you know, so I have a back pocket. Now this one isn't a zipper back pocket. This is just, you know, just an open back pocket, but again, it's better than no back pocket. The bag has a top leather flap, which is connected to the bag by a metal rod and leather stopper. Similar to the Kelly and Birkin, it comes with a leather pochette with keys and a padlock. The Hermes Herb Zip has a back pocket and removable pouch. However, the vintage versions do not. Moving on to the style. The bag comes in 3 different sizes: 31, 39, 50, or size 52. There is also a Herbag backpack. When it comes to the materials, the bag comes in a hard military canvas and the hardware is palladium plated. The bag also comes in many colors and rare patterns. Over the years, Hermes has introduced different color combinations and special prints. When it comes to versatility, this bag can be worn top handle, shoulder, and crossbody. It can also be styled with different looks from street, casual to business. Now let's address the elephant in the room, the price tag. The Hermes Herbag 31 comes with a price point that is much less than the Hermes Kelly and Birkin, but it's still pretty high for a bag that doesn't include much leather. This may leave you wondering if it's truly worth the investment. So I'm going to dive into this a little bit further to help you make a decision. When it comes to resale value, according to the 2023 Claire report, the Herbag has a 95% average value retention. If you are a fan of the Herbag, this is some promising information just in case you ever want to resell it, or just to get an idea of, the value retention versus how much you're paying for the bag. Look, if you like the Kelly bag, but you don't want to come off the price that it costs to own one, then the Herbag could be a good alternative for you because the price is not as expensive. Also, the bag is not hard to get. It's not a quota bag, so it is a bag that you could likely go into the Hermes boutique and request, or it may even be in stock. Now, the color and the limited rare patterns may be a little harder to get, but for the most part, you can get your hands on a Herbag. But regardless of the price, the main question here is the Herbag functional? And honestly, this is going to depend on how you are using the bag. The 31 zip is quite versatile, but when it comes to functionality, this is where the bag lacks, in my opinion. The biggest problem I have found with this bag is the opening and the closing. And let me just say, it's not like the Kelly and the Birkin, okay? Like, don't make that mistake I made thinking I can just walk around with it open, because it doesn't really work that well when you have this opening. This is the problem, with this bag. Look at this, So just imagine trying to carry and open, or not having a place to sit it, but you need to open it. That's where it gets a little difficult. For me, it's like, you gotta come under this here and then, putting it back together. Like, with it sitting here, it's easier to do, but if you're like trying to hold this and you don't have nowhere to sit it, it's not as easy to open and close. But now we see all the time how the Kelly is like carried like open, with the flap kind of inside and then these hanging, but listen, the Kelly has the metal, hardware on it, and that metal hardware kind of holds this down, and it doesn't, kind of flap all over the place like just this leather alone. It's not heavy enough. And honestly, as you could tell, when you start having stuff in here that wears it down, then this kind of comes, keeps coming loose, and you can actually have these straps get like really close to coming, so loose. But to me, I just don't like it. Looks like it's gonna fall out, whereas with the Kelly, it's not that bad. But even opening and closing the Kelly, I think, is a little bit better than what you're dealing with this piece here. It just gets annoying after a while. The more you have to go in and out of the bag, the more annoying this gets. I found this out the hard way. I owned the vintage Herbag for years. I got it pre-loved for very inexpensive. It was like under $600, I think. And like I said, it came with 2 bodies. Now, I carried it to work only. I didn't really take it anywhere else. And basically, when I brought it into work, I would sit on my desk and take my things out. And then I wouldn't really use it for the rest of the day until it was time to go home. If I left work to go to lunch, I would have my Kelly wallet inside, and I would just pull that out and run off with that. And I also have a strap added to my Kelly wallet, so I wore it crossbody. So I would use that instead of taking that Herbag with me. So I absolutely love my vintage Herbag. The only disadvantage I had with that bag was it did not have a back pocket. But other than that, it was the perfect work bag. So a few years later, I saw that Hermes created a smaller version with a back pocket, which was the Herbag 31 zip. So I decided to purchase. Well, after purchasing this bag, one day I decided I was going to wear it when I go shopping. It was a disaster. Like I said, you can't wear it like a Kelly or Birkin open, or your stuff could start to fall out. Like, the best thing about the bag is that it has that back pocket, so you can store like your wallet that you need to, go in and out of if you're shopping. But I mean, to me, I feel like it's kind of pointless to have to only use like the back pocket. Like, I want to use the entire bag. Basically, I ended up demoting my 31 zip to a work bag only. And the problem with that for me and my collection, already had work bags, so I really didn't buy that bag to just be a work bag. Do I regret purchasing the Hermes Herbag 31 zip? Yes, I do, because of it not being functional enough to be used as something other than a work bag. So it's very limited in that respect, and I could have actually took that money and brought me a Piketton bag or a garden party, which I do have. I ended up buying, but I could have just spent the money on that instead of the Herbag. So that's just my honest opinion about it. It's not functional enough for me. Now, will I sell it? Every time I try to bring myself to think about selling it, I just can't. So I don't think I'll sell it. I have seen people use it as a travel bag, but honestly, I prefer my on-the-go tote by Louis Vuitton, but I have some issues with that. Check out my video on that to find out what happened with my bag. So I guess I am in the market for another travel bag. So maybe I'll use it, because you can use that back pocket to store your, air boarding pass, even though I just use my phone. But I can, have my passport in there, easily accessible. And then there's plenty of seating where you could sit down and get things in and out. So maybe I could use it for travel. So I think I'll keep it in my collection. I still style it with certain looks that, for work purposes and casual outings and things like that. In conclusion, I've covered the key aspects of the Hermes Herbag 31, from its design to its materials, versatility, and overall appeal. Now, you have the important decision to make. Do you find this bag worth it based on the information that I provided? Does it seem like it'll meet your lifestyle? Will it be functional enough for you to use it? Before I wrap up, don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this review. Subscribe to my channel for more luxury handbag reviews and fashion insights. Let's talk in the comments. What do you think about the Herbag, and do you find it functional? Do you have a way? You may have another way that you carry this bag that is functional. So let me know in the comments so I can actually use this bag a lot more than I'm using it now, because I have not gotten my cost per wear on this, and I've had it for like almost 4 years now. So I would like to use it more, because I do like the design of the bag. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe to my channel for more videos on fashion and handbags, and also follow me on Instagram. Thanks for watching.